So just say hey as you're popping in. Let me know you're here. I'm going to take a little look at myself to see who is able to join in. All right. So our stencil, what we're working on today, our project is going to be this new stencil, Behold. And I had such a wonderful time making this stencil. The all of the detail on the door, down to, you know, making a door knocker specific for this door that I wanted, and all the foliage around it. I mean, it really was like so many hours of work, but I love it. It says, Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him and eat with him and he with me. Some versions of the Bible say something a little bit different, so your version of your Bible might say something different. And this comes from Revelation 3:20. Love, love, love this one. So, in honor of this and the whole knocking on the door thing, I'm going to make a door hanger. So that's going to be our project for today. Jump in it because we got a lot to do today. Okay? So I hope you'll hang tight with me. First, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with this board. Okay, this is an 18-inch board. You guys may have remembered Samantha showed today that this autumn leaf pattern is back in stock. Did anybody grab this one? Or have you grabbed it in the past? So wonderful. And I used an 18-inch round for that one also. Okay, and that's what I did, the hot mess technique on those leaves. So this same sort of idea is what we're going with on the Behold, but I'm going to like reverse the colors. And I was trying to go with what I thought would work out well. So I'm going to just take a look at this, and I know that this stencil is 12 inches high and 18 inches wide, right? And back of every stencil, it says right here what the dimension is. So this whole board is 18 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure down, why can't I think? Okay, I'm going to go 18 divided by minus 12. That has a thing. 18 minus divided by 12 is 6. So I've got 3, so I've got to start at 3 inches, right? So I'm going to go 3 inches, and I'm going to take my tape, and I'm going to measure. Now, I'm not going to be exact, but I'm going to measure about 3 inches down from the top, okay? You could do this a whole different way. You could do it any way you want, but I'm just choosing this way. And yes, I just used my teeth. So let's go about 3 inches down. Again, I'm just like eyeballing it, guys. That's kind of me. And what I want to do is I'm saying that that's a little more than 3 inches. About 3 inches. All right, so I'm going to put that in place. Now, it doesn't matter initially if I get it in the exact right place or not, but what I'm trying to do is I'm saying, okay, this line is where I want my 3 inches, okay? Because I'm going to, in this space here, I'm going to paint this white. So now I'm just going to take my stencil and kind of line it up there so I can kind of cheat as like a straight line for the bottom one, okay? I mean, not cheat, it's a guide, right? So let me get that in place and get some more tape. And I'll tape this down here. Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing here in just a second. All right, now I'm going to remove my stencil. And now, this is really, it's not going to have a lot. Oh, that doesn't go up about as far as I wanted. So I'm going to, yeah, I actually want that up a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Okay, and let me make sure that that lines up with this. I'm just trying, again, just trying to get approximately, you know, straight lines. I'm not one of those people who are like striving for perfection. If you're one, let me know about it and how you do this. I guess the best way would be like measure along the way and make sure they're all correct. But this works for me. That's a good girl. All right. So I'm just going to make sure that the tape, so it's what I got so far, they're not quite even. So this is going to be my top and this is going to be my bottom. All right. So I'm going to just make sure that this line right here, that the tape on this line is good and just down real good. And I'm going to take my chalk paint. Now I like to use this chalk paint. Don't know if you guys have tried this. This is Rust-Oleum's Chalked. Okay, and this one is called it's Ultra Matte paint, and this is something linen. I've forgotten what the color is. What happened to the color? Oh, dang it, it says it right on it. Linen white, just like as big as day, okay? All right, so I'm just going to paint that area. All right, so I'm just coming in here. This stencil that we're working on is called Behold. That's the name of the stencil. And it says, I stand at the door and knock. Okay, that's the Lord's invitation. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, love and light and beauty, because when you're surrounded by the Lord, that's what is your life, your existence, right? I'm excited to share this with you, so hold on tight with me. Please sprinkle and love on this video, especially if you'd like to see more tutorials. Are you guys enjoying the stuff that we're bringing to you? Do you enjoy watching these every week? But I'd love to see you guys purchase this stencil and show me what you did with it. All right, let me put this aside. This is what we have so far, and this is the stencil we're working with now, this Behold. Okay, from Revelation 3:20. All right, so that's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to peel this tape off. Taking the tape off, it's kind of messy, so I'm going to let it fold in on itself, and I'll pick that up later. All right, so we have so far. Oh, I got this right in the way. Apologize, guys. All righty. Oh, thank you for all the hearts and the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to share this with somebody, or sprinkle, right? That's what I should say. Okay, I'm going to dry this just a little bit, and then move on to the next step. Okay, your dad, Brenda says, my dad, he is my angel. I love that. Okay, I'm going to go in, may or may not be popular, but I'm going to go in with some gray, and that's going to be the top and the bottom color, okay? This little doodad, I can't remember where I got these, but basically you put the paint in this end, screws on, okay? And then you turn it upside down, you just squeeze from here and the paint comes out. So when we have paint classes here in the studio, sometimes we use these. Uh-oh, the paint is, and it's really good because it's like almost like a rubber nipple on it. I just don't want to squeeze it too hard and get it all over myself. So I'm trying to be real slow. There we go. All right, I got some out. All right, let me grab another little brush. So I'm just covering up this bare area with the gray. Do you think that's a good choice? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, listen, you guys, I thought I had this whole idea planned out for this Behold stencil, and then I was up like early this morning. Oh no, what am I going to do with this stencil on my live? And then it was time for the live. I'm like, oh heck, I forgot. I changed my mind what I was going to do, so I had to run and go get some stuff. So anyway, here we are, rolling with my new plan. All right, got a little bit on here of the gray, just come over it with the white. All right, are we liking that? You like the gray? I don't tend to do a lot of gray. I know gray is like a really popular color, but I don't really do a good job with that. Definitely picking the things in life that are important to us, right? A little less so about the things we're curious about, and more about the people we've loved and are no longer able to communicate with on a daily basis. Well, I love it, you guys. That's fabulous. Okay, I decided I'm not really into drawing straight lines very well, so I did have to go ahead and put that tape on. So I'm going to peel that off now that I've got a nice straight line with the gray. And then I'll flip it to the other side. I'll pick that up later. Do any guys do that? Like, okay, the floor is the trash right now. Sorry. I didn't think to put up out a trash can. All right. Let me do the other side. You guys still there with me? How about now, if you're still hanging with me and interested in continuing to answer, how about, what if you had a person that you don't know, like someone in the media, someone, your favorite author, someone like that, maybe someone from the past, who used to be living, you know, like maybe I really like to talk to Lincoln. I think that'd be pretty cool. But like, is there somebody you're not related to and don't have a personal relationship and just curious about? Is there someone in that sort of like group you might be interested in talking to? And I'm going to be using the Behold stencil. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears me, I'll open the door and come in. And that's the reason that we're having that question of who would you visit with. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him and eat with him and he with me, from Revelation. And that is like the best invitation you could have in your whole life, right? That's the best, the best, the best, the best. All right. All right, here we go. What do you think? I'm going to put Behold right in there, in the middle. You guys, you feeling that with me? You love that stencil? Me too. It took me, I was like devoted to that stencil because it took me several hot hours, minutes, hours, days to make that thing. So I was totally devoted. All right, so I'm going to, if you guys would hang with me, comment below if there's anybody else who would like to visit with, just while I blow dry this area so we can do the last part of our sign together. And because this says Behold, and there is a door that I so love, I'm doing a door hanger. Maybe I'm not really that patient when it comes to watching paint dry. Really, this came to me like in a hot second. I went to go grab all my supplies. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to do. And this is what I'm getting. This was literally 10 minutes before this show because I had another idea in mind and I couldn't find my stuff. So I don't know. I get my inspiration from a lot of you guys. I see what you do and I'm like, wow, I wish I could be that crafty. And then, you know, I see stuff that's like trending. And like you guys, you know, you're in Hobby Lobby, you're like, I can do that. And I could probably do it a lot better. But that's where, and then sometimes I'm up at like 3 in the morning and it just comes to me. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to give that a shot. I made this, you guys can't see very well. I made this like, I'll show it to you another time. But I made this thing for my ribbons. And it's got some stuff from Dollar Tree. It's like baking racks and some toilet paper, not toilet paper, paper towel holders. And it's holding my ribbon really well and I love it. All right, so I'm going to take this stencil out. And first time I'm using this, I'm going to go ahead and use the, and put this to the side. All right, so I put my stencil on this tacky towel. And the reason for it is I put it on the green side. Gray is for drying. Does anybody have one of these? You like these? If you dry it, you've got to dry it upside down, right? The stencil would go on top with the sticky side facing up to dry. Okay, but the other side is for picking up lint. It's got like a terry cloth side. And the reason I'm picking up lint is I am using this for the first time, and they can be pretty sticky. And I really just didn't give my board very much time to dry at all. And I want to make sure that it dries well. Oh. Okay, let me see. Oh, you know what I did? I cut my stencil. I have a cut mark in my stencil. When I opened it, I cut it. I was going through here with an X-Acto knife and I cut it. Oh well, I'm going to tape it off. I'm going to show you guys what happens when you have a boo-boo in your stencil. How about that? All right. We at Magnolia Design Co. believe in family. And we are going to do family here. All right, so now because I lined the tape up with my stencil, the edges of my stencil, now I'm just going to take my stencil and I'm going to take it to those edges. And that's what I'm going to use as a guide for sort of centering and making this guy straight. Okay, and once I get it lined up, it's, you know, it's sticky, but the awesome part is you guys know that these are repositionable. So if I get it in the wrong spot, I'm just going to pick it up and move it. All right, so I've got that in place. Let me pick it up this way and let it roll back down. So it rolls in place without any bubbles. I'm going to smooth it down. Now I'm not going to like work it really hard, okay? I'm just going to smooth it down. Make sure that there's a good connection between all my words and my design and my board. Let me show you what it looks like now. Can you see that? This is going to be stinking cool. It's going to be cool. Okay. So yes, I enjoy watching these videos. Thank you, Lisa. If there's anything that we haven't done that you guys are interested in seeing, any techniques that are sort of like out there, trending, let us know, because we love doing new stuff. I love doing new stuff. I know Crystal and Kathleen enjoy doing new stuff, and we trade off who gets to come to you guys live. All right, so I have got, you know what? I switched it up. I'm not doing black. I'm going to do black and maroon, okay? So you guys know that these came out today, these little tray packs, and then you've been seeing me use them. It was like a sneak peek for you. And they come in a 24 pack. Really cool if you just want to, especially if you have friends visiting and you want to give them just a little bit of paste to use on their own in front of them, doing a class, whatever it is that you're doing, they're great for that. But for me, they're also good for when you have a little sample packet. Excuse me, and that's what I decided to work with today, was this sample packet. Now, when you have a sample packet, who likes these? You guys like, you guys like the sample packets? All right, when you get the paste, I would say knead it, okay? You can't stir this inside the packet, right? But you can knead it like this, all right? That's what I would say to do. Go ahead and knead that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I think I am just going to do, I know I'm really stuck. I was going to do everything black except for Behold and Revelation 3:20. What do you guys think? And I had another thought. Maybe the door should be brown and the greenery green in all the words black. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. Okay. Okay, I think, hi, Cindy. Okay, so if you guys did not comment yet, so I'm moving on for my idea then. So I'm going to do everything in black. Oh, now Petra's saying I would do the door brown. Okay, door brown. What about the rest? Because this is what I was thinking about doing, guys. I was thinking about like this gingham on the top, and that's got maroon in it. And maybe coupled with like this, you know, just regular, I can't even think, a natural color. So those two together, I was thinking maybe as a bow. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Those two as a bow. So I wasn't sure, and then maybe I would throw some of this in there. So I wasn't sure if I should do black or brown. Okay, greenery green, door brown, door brown, green, black words. That's what we're doing. All right, I got green. Let's do green, brown. We got it now, guys. Forget the maroon. We're not doing the maroon, but don't forget, if you get the paste in packets, please knead them before you open them. And that way it's kind of like mixing, right? All right, so let me put these little trays aside, and I am going to rock it on these. Now that we have a decision, black words, brown door, green greenery. Okay, we got it. Okie dokie. All right, so here we go. So I'm just rubbing, I'm just floating this brown right over the door, just being careful around the edges. Now I think I'm going to put a little bit of this brown in the greenery so it'll look a little more variegated. It's just, for me, looks a little more realistic. So I'm going to go in and so I'm just dragging it across. Forget that cut that I had. Let me see if it needs to do anything. No, since this is a stencil, I'm just laying it down over itself, and that little cut that I made in it isn't even going to show. So, yeah, need to be a little more careful. In the future, if I had done something like that or cut a hole or something like that, I would just put some painter's tape over it so that I wouldn't. And sometimes, like when I want to like be really specific about areas and I don't want to blend any colors, I'll put painter's tape over that area, paste where I want that color, then pull it up and then do that other area. Sort of just like block it off, you know, protect it from me. All right, so I'm going to put some of this brown, a little bit, just a little teeny bit in here in this greenery. You see that? It's not a lot, just a little smidge of what was on my squeegee. All right, let me squeegee all this off. You guys see that? It's upside down, huh, from what you're seeing. All right, let me squeegee that off. And we'll open the green. We'll work with the green. I think I'm going to, you know what? I just got an idea. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this mustard in that door. Maybe in a few, like, odd places, so it kind of looks like it's got a little bit of dimension, you know? What do you guys think? Do you do this a lot? All right. We'll see how that turns out. Now, if you're sitting here like me and you're talking, and you're like, you know what? This stuff is it's gonna dry before I ever get done. I wanted to encourage you something that you can do. You can pull up part of your stencil and then just lay it back down, the part that's chalked. So I'm gonna do this part, then I'm gonna pull it up and show you that technique, and then we're gonna do the words, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna go in with some green. I actually think now that I have that orange, maybe I'll put some orange with in the greenery too, because that would be kind of cool. And you know, to look old, sometimes the door needs a little bit of green on it too. All right, so I do want to keep it away from the words though, but I'm like doing the no-no, like I'm mixing colors like Play-Doh mixing. Nobody likes anybody who does that. But I'm going to come in here and put a little bit of orange in here too. I think just, you know, for just interest, something that looks interesting. All right, now I'm going to squeegee that. We're going to get maybe like a little bit of that hot mess thing going on that we had with the fall leaves that we did. All right. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up. Okay, but not the whole thing. I'm not ready, but I don't want it to dry too quickly. So I'm just going to lift it up on this side. Watch me. I'm going to turn it this way so it'll be easy. I can bear it against myself. I'm so happy I did the leaves like that, you guys. Wait till you see them. All right, so I'm going to just pull. Oh, it turned out great. I always wish someone would hold this down for me when I'm doing a large project. All right, now I'm going to pull all the way to the edge of the door. Now, again, this is so that I can talk to you a little bit longer and I don't have to, like, be concerned that my paste is going to dry inside my stencil, and then when I pull it, all my paste is going to be womp-womp. So I'm pulling it enough to expose all the work that I've done. And now I'm just going to lay it right back down over it, okay? Just lay it over it. Keeps everything else in place. I'm not going to show you. I'm not showing you till I get the black on. All right, black is up next. Family's important, right? We got to take care of ourselves. Gotta show the people in our lives they're important to us, and we love them and miss them, and especially all the wonderful things they've added to who we are today, right? If you're commenting that you want to have a visit with somebody from your family or someone that you love, it doesn't matter, and they're no longer here to visit with, what is something that they taught you or something that you gained in your relationship with them? For instance, my father was he was just reinventing himself all throughout his life, an entrepreneur, and he was a good, big believer in forgiveness, and me too. So I think I got that from both of my parents. But what is the thing that you got from this person that has meant so much to you? All right, so I'm going to peel this off. Just going to go slow. We're going to do the peel and reveal, right? I should have buzzed this a little bit more, but it's looking great. It would have been easier for me to take off without another set of hands. I only have two. Only two hands at first, and I'm in love. I'm in love. You ready? You want to see it? You guys ready to see it? What do you think about that? What do you think about this on the door of your home? Is that beautiful or what? I'm so in love with this. I am so in love. Okay. All right. I'm going to put a bow on it, and then I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. Okay. And you guys already know, not the best bow maker, so don't feel intimidated by me. All right, so let's see. I'm going to try a new bow idea. Oh, let me grab my things. Hang on a second. Okay, things wasn't very descriptive, was it? Is my zip ties. So I've started using these, and they work like a charm. All right, so let me put this aside. Again, look one more time. Is that not gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, we'll put that over here, and I will start on my bow. Okay, we got brown, green, black, gray. Okay, I'm going to go with, given that, oh, that's pretty. What do you guys think about this color? Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if those go. Okay, I'm so confused now. This is what I'm going to do, what I was originally going to do. And then you guys can tell me what you think about it later. All right, so I'm going to do not a lot of this because I just ran out. All right. So that looks like a good size bow. Okay. Alrighty. And now I'm just going to keep on piling this stuff up. I'm just loading up this bow. I'm just bringing together the centers, and you can even, you know, take a hot glue gun and glue those in the center. All right, just be careful not to burn yourself. Do it again. I'm going to try to keep it about the same size as the other one, but I'm not going to feel like I have to. I'm just going to give it, you know, close enough. All right, and keep piling those together. All right. You guys still with me? I don't know. I'm just like cutting. I'm just cutting. Okay. Your dad was a fighter, Brenda says. It's wonderful. He was a fighter. Oh, okay. I'm going to keep doing these with the loops. This is just the way I've been doing it recently because I think it's just easier for me. So I'm going to put these kind of loops together like this. And let me get some more hot glue or glue to put in my glue gun. And just shove that in there. Just keep it on here. All right. You guys, you know what? I bought one of those like Bodara or whatever at a yard sale for like $3, $4, and I still haven't even used it. I just never remember. Okay, so now I'm going to, I guess maybe I'll just like alternate these. And this is like all a guess, guys. And so then I'll put these on the top here. And now I'm going to grab my zip tie. Okay, I got a zip tie, and I'm going to put it just around like this. These are super easy to use. I literally got this whole thing of zip ties. There are 100 of them for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. I do find the zip ties at the Dollar Tree, right, that while they're not made to like be super, super sturdy, tight, like the ones that you can find at Lowe's in the electrical section, they do the job, and they're inexpensive. So that works for me. All right, so I'm going to work this zip tie in here. Okay, I'm so excited I found MVC. Thank you, Georgie. I'm so glad you did. So glad you did. So glad you decided to be part of our family. All right, so I'm just squishing it all together. You guys know, if you know a better way, you know I'm always I'm good for suggestions, okay? I'll take all your suggestions. Or you guys are welcome to come join me and craft with me. All right, so now I'm going to just pull it tight, 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 tight. All right, this is what we have. And now I'm just going to like spread them out. Spread them out and fluff them out. You see what I'm doing okay? Everybody see that okay? And really for me, like no rhyme or reason, I'm just kind of like just pulling them out where I want them to be. All right, and we're almost done. All right, and then we'll see what it looks like when we put it all together. Okay, and we'll go this way. All right, now what I'm going to do with the zip tie is I am going to come in the back and just clip it off. You can do it with scissors. Our scissors work great, or you can use some little wire cutters, and then you're ready with your bow. All right, now things that you can do to hide that little zip tie is you can put another little piece of fabric over that. And so in this case, I think I will. I had a little bit of this left. So I'm just going to fold this. Fold it over itself a couple of times like this to make kind of like just a really small come in here. And I'm just going to put this little loop right in here, okay? Just right here like this. And then I'm going to come around the back and I'm going to hot glue it in place. That covers up the, whoops, don't want to burn myself. That covers up the zip tie as well. Okay. I'm going to hold that for just a minute because it's not quite glued down all the way. All right, and then last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the little tails. All right, and for that I'm just going to cut, and you don't have to. You know what? You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll put some greenery instead. What do you guys think? I feel like there's already a lot going on here with this bow. I don't tend to put in like big bows or do a lot of stuff like that. So, but you guys might see something different. Let me see. Do you think I've got some of this greenery? What do you think? Let me know what you think. Yes or no on the greenery? Maybe I could go like this and put the bow. The stencil we're working on today is the Behold. Behold, I stand and knock at the door. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him. Sorry, that's not the version I learned it in. I will come into him and eat with him and he with me from Revelation. All right, let me glue these down. Oh, I think you guys are so right about the greenery. This was a good choice. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, and I got the greenery down. Let me put my bow on, and I'll show it to you guys. And I thank you guys for all of your help and suggestions. I'm just piling that glue on. Piling on that. Thank goodness for hot glue. Good grief. Where would we be, huh? Be sitting here holding stuff down all day long. All right, we're almost done. Almost done. Oh my goodness, you guys, we've been on here like 45 minutes. It's gone so fast. All right, let me fix my bow. I'm not sure if it's like if the glue's had time to dry, enough time to dry, but let me know what you think. I want to know what you think about the greenery, adding the greenery, and then I want to know your thoughts on how the stencil turned out. The different colors we used, that's on you guys. Thanks for the suggestions. And here we go. What do you think of our door? Oh, I didn't wait long enough for it to dry. That's a fail. Okay, I'll hold it up there and I'll glue it down more permanently once we hop off. So, uh-oh, now my bow messed up. All right, so what do we think? What do you guys think about our door sign? All right, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope you guys pick up this stencil. It is so much meaning in my life, and so I'm glad that you're loving it. Share, sprinkle the love.